Hello there, and welcome to another glorious Monday. And it is indeed a very, very glorious Monday. You can see on the screen right now there is this lovely piece of artwork that was just released today. But we're going to wait on that one just a little bit because, of course, our Heo has been around on Twitter during the past week, and there is a couple of things that he's posted that I really want to talk about before we get on to the main meat of what we're going to be talking about. So, without further ado, here is the first of our Heos tweezers. These are the tweezers from our Heo. Yes, naturally. The teasers. Sorry. So, we have here the AI will sometimes attempt to seize dictatorship. The civil war not going so well for them here. So as you can see here, we've got a civil war in a very expansionist and very interesting looking Rome. We've got Rome owning all of Italy, all of Greece for the most part. I mean, there's some little islands down in the south that they haven't conquered yet. They've gone into Carthage, but not gone so much. They've gone into Gaul, they've gone into northern Iberia, even tried to go into Asia and doing relatively well there as well. So first off, that Rome was doing really, really well. And then, like, to add all of the beautifulness on top, they're actually going for dictatorships. Dictatorships in the current version of the game are so utterly impossible to go for in any real way, just from the way that the mechanics work. They're just, especially for the AI, it's completely insane to think that the AI is like, you know what, let's try for a dictatorship. Like I say, in the current version of the game, yes, it is possible to turn Rome or any democracy into a dictatorship, but it's incredibly gamey, and the loopholes you have to jump through to get it there is just, it's not fun, it's not great at all. I am so down for this new version of Civil Wars, for this new version of, flipping dictatorship. If you are wanting to go that route, you are going to have a civil war, and by the looks of it, it's going to be a pretty tough one as well. If that still seems worth it to you, then hey, there you go. There is a civil war. There's a dictatorship for you if you can win it. Go conquer your dreams and all that. But anyway, that is not the only teaser we've had today. We also have this one, and I like it. I like it quite a lot. We've got what at first glance it's just, it's a bunch of sheep. Nice. Bunch of sheep and the farmer dude. But they're looking over the battle, and I believe this is the Battle of Ipsus. I'm fairly confident this is the Battle of Ipsus, where we have, of course, the armies of the Antigonid Kingdom facing off against the armies of Thrace and the Seleucids, and I believe Macedon was there as well. Rhodes was probably there as well. It was a big fucking thing. Egypt, of course. Basically, all of the Diadochi facing off, and this is where Antigonus lost his life, and bad shit happened. But yeah, you can obviously see there's elephants on both sides. Got lovely little battle line. I love it. I actually love it. I think that is actually probably now my favorite loading screen. But there's more to this image than meets the initial eye. I would like to point out this came out today, right? This came out as the time I'm recording this about 6.5 hours ago. This was before the dev diary. This was the first tease of the day. And I saw here, down in the bottom corner, we have a few debug mode kind of things going on. And the interesting part for me is this one right here, which is the date of which this version of the game was I guess, locked in. 2021, the 1st, so January 24th. The 24th of January 2021. That's about a week ago. And from what I understand of development at Paradox, this is something that we've seen devs talk about in the past. They have a build that is locked in some days, weeks before it goes live. Obviously, you need to do the final bug testing and stuff. You have to do the actual getting it shipped onto Steam for Steam to then send it to the people on release day. It's a whole process. It's not instantaneous. There's a period between release to the public and features stop being implemented and coded and stuff. There's a bit of a freeze in that little period. I think that is what this is. I think this is from the freeze. This is when that happened, because either that is the case, or this picture was taken a week ago and he's only just decided to upload it. I don't know if that would be the case. I mean, that could totally be the case, but just allow me my little fan theory. Not that it matters, because we also have the next little detail of the day, and that is the Imperator Twitter page itself with this little video. Just a short little 14-second video, but we do, after all this time, finally get ourselves a release date, the 16th of February. That is a little over 2 weeks away. For more precisely, it is on a Tuesday. I don't know if that is relevant or significant. I'm not sure if we've seen Tuesdays as the set date for releases before. Probably should have gone back and checked when the rest of them came out. But it's going to be on a Tuesday. And yeah, we're going to get in 2 weeks and 1 day from now, we're going to get our hands on the Marius 2.0 update and everything that entails. And to see exactly what that entails, we also have today's developer diary, and again with this lovely image that I'm just going to put full screen again because it's absolutely delightful. We've got this lovely thing once again. We've got again the split image, the mirrored version. I can just flip that vertically for you so you can also see the reverse. So it looks like we've got, peaceful, democratic, democracy and shit, which was all well and good, but sometimes democracy fails, and warfare ensues, and civil wars and such. And I just love it. I think it's awesome. I'm totally down for these kinds of split images. I think they're cool. But yeah, that is that, and we can go on to the dev diary itself. So, salutations, conscript fathers, free people of the Republic, and honoured travellers from distant lands. Today marks a special moment in the storied history of our great journey, a moment spoken about in whispers for many moons, and which has been the subject of the most abundant of deep and meaningful questions. When? Which is kind of funny, because if we just for a second jump over to the actual forums, I believe he's referencing this thread here, which, there's not got a massive amount of replies. 71 replies isn't a huge amount, but it was just when. I just found it funny. At long last, the cloak of secrecy may be cast off, for the omens augur well. It is my pleasure to announce to you that the 2.0 Marius update and the Heirs of Alexander content pack are to be made available to you on the 16th of February 2021. While we have more to show you in the next dev diaries leading up to release, today's post shall remain short and subjectively sweet. I shall leave you with the full information regarding the release below. And also you can find it on the various places, Steam, Microsoft Store, the Plaza, GOG. I will also, if you like, I will also have an affiliate link for the Paradox store in the description of this video, and when they decide to put it on for pre-order or on release, if you want to use my affiliate link, I get a tiny little bit of the cut of that, and that's pretty cool. But anyway, let's open the spoiler and we'll see what's inside. The career of Alexander III of Macedon was short and brilliant. In his decade-long war in Asia, Alexander's fire burned a legend into the hearts of kings and conquerors who would follow. His death, however, meant civil war as a comrade turned on comrade in an effort to claim the sacred mantle of the fallen king. Do you have what it takes to be the true heir to Alexander's legacy? Paradox Development Studio and Paradox Thalassic are happy to announce the Heirs of Alexander, a new content pack for Imperator Rome, focusing on the successor kingdoms to Alexander the Great's empire. This content pack adds greater depth to playing out the grand ambitions of the Seleucid, Ptolemaic, Antigonid, and Macedonian kingdoms. No love for the Lysimachian? What about the Lysimachian Thracian Empire? Come on. The Heirs of Alexander content pack, so this is the paid for DLC, has unique mission trees for the Antigonids, the Seleucids, Ptolemies, Macedon, and Thrace. There is a shared mission tree, the Diadochi themed mission objectives, available to all the successor kingdoms. We've got the Wonder Designer, which is the buildable wondery doodads that Paradox Thalassic has been working on that we weren't exactly too terribly happy with at the time. We haven't heard much about since. You can add bonuses to location or to the entire empire. We've got new events based on the history and legacy of Alexander's followers. We've got new deities, which is always nice to get a few more deities. New treasures from the artifacts of the Hellenistic kingdoms, and of course we learned in a previous dev diary that there are some artifacts that you can merge into super artifacts, which is cool, and I like that. And also 3 new music tracks, which I'm always down for more music, just always. I think the music in this game is actually kind of awesome, so looking forward to seeing what the new tracks are like. Heirs of Alexander will be available at major online retailers on the 16th of February for the suggested retail price of $9.99, £7.19, and €9.99. Or regional equivalent, whatever you spend in your country. Just work it out, I guess. I don't believe the Steam store currently has the price listed. Yeah, they don't actually have the price listed yet. So yeah, you can't really see there. I think maybe Paradox Plaza might? No. Oh yeah, it does. So if you want to know how much it costs, go to the Paradox Plaza. I accept your cookies, go away. Whatever. You can see how much it costs there. And I don't know if there was a pre-order thing there, but if you want to pre-order it, just me the link in the description. Yeah, cool. So that's the price of it, which is not bad. I mean, considering that, personally, for me, with Paradox DLCs, I do not think it is entirely fair to say that the price of DLC, the only thing that belongs in the DLC to gauge what the worth is the things that specifically come in it. I mean, that might be the way that other people look at it. It might be the way you look at it. That's fine. For me personally, I look at the entirety of the update and factor that into, is this DLC worth it? So, for example, for EU4, Art of War is held up as the shining example of DLC amazingness. And while the things that you get specifically in the Art of War DLC are good and all, the best thing to come out of Art of War was the update, which changed the fort system. And when I think of, was Art of War a good DLC, I think of the change to the fortress system as, yeah, no, it totally was worth it because of this. That's kind of the way I look at it. So for me, I'm looking at the $9.99 price as, we're getting a massive rework to the UI, we're getting the massive rework to all of the Diadochi, we're getting all of the things that we're getting in the Marius update, is kind of the way I look at it. I'm not saying that this is the way that you should, but that's just me personally, and it's the way I've always felt, even before I was a YouTuber and doing the YouTubiness. That's just how I've always considered the DLC prices. I don't know. Maybe I'm silly. But yes, the content pack will be accompanied by a major free update. The 2.0 Marius update to Imperator Rome is a significant reworking of the military system in the game, adding new features that transform war and army management. So all of this is free. All this is coming whether you purchase this DLC or not. So, levies. We've got drafting levies from your provinces to fight your wars. Their size and composition is based on the cultures and population types in the province. Then we've got the legions. Advance your military technology to create standing professional forces to guard your empire, but beware their cost and tendency to follow disloyal generals. We've got military histories. Legions and mercenary units have histories that will list their accomplishments over time, earning honours or penalties based on their legacies. And I will point out that while he's listing the honours here, in the comments below, honours are actually part of the DLC. The history is a free feature. So maybe this should be edited to not have honors in this area, right? They can earn honors if you have it here. I think there are legions that are there at the start of the game for the Diadochi, and I believe they start with some honors, and you will probably have those honors whether you purchase the DLC or not, though I can't promise that. I don't have the game yet. I can't tell. But that's what I'm fairly confident of. But yeah, just bear in mind that if you don't have the DLC, you won't earn honors over time. We've got engineers, the new unit type, to help with sieges, river crossing, and road building. Changes to inventions and military traditions. It has been a radically overhauled invention system to unlock new abilities alongside old inventions and shape your civilization like never before. There's a new Diadochi war goal, large-scale conquest available to Hellenistic kingdoms to better model the ambitions of the successor rulers, and it works a little bit like the way that civil wars work. So sieging it means it's yours, though every time you siege and take something, it increases your war exhaustion. So it is, it's not just going to be free stuff, I can just take everything. Like, you do have to balance it just a bit. The UI overhaul, which we've learned about and seen, is just absolutely amazing. Reworked interface to make options and decisions more intuitive, and then much more. New unit models for levy and legions. New port construction options, which I'm still not totally sold on. Changes to forts and deities. The changes to forts, I think, is actually one of the features that should have been getting its own little bullet point here. Changes to forts. Well, is it a change to forts or just a change to land, I guess? Basically, when you siege the provincial capital and all fortresses in a province, the entire province will flip to you and you won't have to siege every single little settlement as you currently do in the game. As well, if there are no forts in a province, all you do need to siege is the major, the provincial capital, and the entire province will flip to you. So it's going to make the tedium of carpet sieging non-existent, really, which is, in my opinion, pretty good. So, yeah, those are the new things that we're going to be looking forward to in the Marius update on the 16th of February. And I, for one, very, very happy and excited, and I'm looking forward to getting my hands on this update. It has been a long time coming. It really has. And I am very happy that I'm soon going to be able to get to play it. Yeah, I would like to know what you guys think. Are you happy with what we've seen so far? Are you as hyped as I am? Are we going to be really enjoying playing Imperator Rome? Is it going to revive the game? Are we going to see an influx of new players? I hope yes to all of those answers, or all of those questions, I should say. But I'd love to know your opinions, so please do leave your thoughts down in the comment section below. I hope you've enjoyed this sort of shorter little dev diary video, where we're just talking about Imperator Rome and the update and the Marius-ness, and it's great, and I'm looking forward to it. And I'm rambling, so I'm going to end the video. See you later.